Look how far we've come, all the things we've done. Did it all with love, beauty from the bottom up. All I want is you, you're my favorite view. But there's nothing more, girl, you make my heart beat.
And we are back.
Welcome back, Bumble Bitches.
So season 4 true crime for the first time. That all rhymes with 29 unintentionally.
Look at that. So we are here today because
We're gathered here today to unite these two in holy matrimony.
trying to create some new content for you guys. And it has now become very well known that I am a true crime lurker.
Want to know something
What's
that you may not know?
Tell me.
I have never once in my entire life watched a true crime podcast.
Okay.
And I'm almost positive I've never watched a true crime documentary either, but I can't say for sure.
Inadvertently because of
by
me.
proxy, maybe.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the fuck we're doing today. I am totally here to look good.
Today we're getting into, all right, so I am not prepared for this.
Then why are we doing it?
Because you were like, you want to do that later? And I was like, yeah, sure, we can try to. This is something that I could probably make a 2-hour episode out of.
So let's do it.
And it would probably take like weeks of notes and story writing.
Then let's not do it.
So I have notes on my phone. I can do my best. Like, I'm not going to have exact dates or timelines and shit, but I also don't have exact notes. So I'm going to be all over the place with this. It's not going to be a purebred true crime podcast.
Do you want to do something else so you can prepare more?
Like,
are you feeling unsure?
I don't think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be maybe fun
Want to leave it up to the
or
Patreon?
entertaining, but yeah, we can see.
You guys want us to run this shit the way that it is? John said, Chris, you're nailing it. Yes. we can, let's run it and see what happens. I may not enjoy this. I would hate for you to put 2 hours or 2 weeks of work together to create content for me to sit down and be bored out of my fucking mind for.
So I'm winging this, guys. Someone said baked with true crime.
I mean, yes.
Do we want to be?
Are you?
I'm not.
Oh.
But I could be.
It wouldn't take much.
Oh, yep. That one did it. I'm going to hype myself up. I'm a weaver. I'm a weaver of stories. I can entertain an audience on a flip of a dime.
Well, while you're giving yourself your pep talk there, people are saying that they enjoy your shirt. That's an Awaken Conscious t-shirt. That is our church website, yes. Awaken Consciousness, theawakenconsciousness.org. But that is for sale on tobebetter.com if you guys would like to buy a really cool shirt. We have them in pink, black, and orange.
Yes. Oh, you know what else we have? It's on the To Be Better website. Leave me in my uterus or womb alone. Leave me in my womb alone.
Yes, we do.
Yep. Also a great shirt.
I also put the t-shirts. I showed the t-shirts that we have sent out in the donation box thing today. Mm-hmm. Those are also on the website for sale.
Nice.
So
love that.
Yeah. Peach, you look like you are absolutely ready to tell us a murder story. Let's go.
Hell yeah. I need to orient myself.
Is that puff too much?
No, my notes are completely out of order. So I just spent like the last hour and a half trying to like compile things. And I was like, I'm so good. I'll read it and know exactly where I'm at. An hour and a half later, that's not the story. That is not the case. All right. So today we are going to get into the David Burke case. He goes by David, spelled D4VD. I like Deforvid.
Deformed.
Yes.
Deformed.
Deformed. So this is a young man. I want to say in his early 20s, right? Like I said, not a lot of preparation time. I want to say he's younger than 25.
Okay.
All right. He started off as a Twitch streamer, doing his gaming thing, right? Getting low views, running into copyright strikes. Can't get his shit posted, can't get monetized because of the music that he's playing in his videos. And his mom hits him with, why don't you just create your own music? He was like, damn, you right. So he did.
Wow.
Started creating SoundClouds, doing the thing, and created a little following.
That's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And you actually may know some of his songs. I never fell in love until I found her. No.
I didn't know, dude. When we were going up an elevator in Bali,
Yeah.
and you were like, "This is that guy," and I'm like, "This dude sounds like he's singing from the '50s."
Yep, that was the song in the elevator. We heard it on every single airplane we boarded.
It was the airplane, right? Not the elevator.
Yep.
I was like, I would have never pegged this for something that was released today.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yep. Another song is Romantic Homicide.
Sounds like some ICP shit.
Yeah. He has very much into anime, manga. He has a lot of like animated music videos to his songs. He even himself says that he likes to imagine himself in a manga. I don't know, something about being both the good guy and the bad guy, and he's a detective, but something about not being able to remember that he's the bad guy. We were watching a show.
Shutter Island?
No, we were watching a show where a guy was a detective, but he was simultaneously the serial killer. And all I'm seeing is the human totem pole on the beach. You were super into that show.
It was a TV show?
Yeah. Guy kept meeting with a psychologist, and the psychologist was feeding into his delusions like a science experiment. Damn. Okay. Well, it was that kind of thing, right?
They're saying Dexter, not Dexter.
Dexter.
What the fuck was that? What, there was a totem on the beach?
A totem pole of dead bodies.
I have no idea. That doesn't even remotely sound familiar, and I was into it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was catching bits and pieces of it.
Hannibal? Lucifer?
It might have been Hannibal. It may have been Hannibal. That rings a bell.
I did watch a Hannibal show.
Yeah, that hits a...
Must not have been good enough for me to remember it, though.
Yeah. Stuck out to me. Crazy. So he's into the anime, those kinds of things. He is very... What?
Not me dedicating 8 to 10 hours of my life and not remembering any of it.
It's Hannibal. I Googled it. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Love that I remembered enough that you could Google it and it was right.
Wild.
So he starts making his own music and it takes off, right? He is now worldly famous. He has done tours. His songs are playing everywhere still.
You know how easy it would be to gaslight me and win in arguments?
Oh, yeah, no, I know. I know the power that I hold. I am a benevolent wife.
I'm sitting here thinking about this. Like, I obviously watched this show, like to the point where you're able to talk about parts of it, and I don't remember any of it.
Yep.
You could be like, you said you were gonna, or you said you weren't gonna. And I'd be like, did I? I never said that. And you'd be like, no, you did. And I'd be like, well, I can't really fucking argue with you because 10 hours of my life, I don't remember any of it.
Yeah. That's why I only pull that card when I know I'm fucking sure of something.
Yeah. I get mad when you pull that card.
Duality of that, I could be taking advantage of you and I'm not.
I know. Well, I trust you.
And I appreciate that.
But there's no way to know that you're not. And if you did or have ever, I probably don't remember that either. It's funny, but it's fucking not funny.
It's not funny.
I'm starting to get sweaty. This is making me uncomfortable. Yeah, it's a whole ass thing.
Are you questioning our marriage now?
I'm questioning life right now.
Okay.
I wonder how much shit I've learned that I've forgotten. Because I spend a lot of time trying to like reinstill my mind.
Yeah.
I wonder if I had to delete those files to save something new.
Probably.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
That makes me feel better. Fuck. I'm not questioning our marriage or your character.
Okay,
to be
good.
clear.
Good. I appreciate that. All right. This guy does so well that by April 24th of 2025, he is announcing and releasing for sale his world tour tickets.
Wow. How long did it take him to come to from Twitch streamer to world famous?
I'm going to say between 3 and 5 years.
Okay. So we still have time.
Yeah. So he had like a lull where like he was famous in certain circles, right? His music was here or there. Like he was famous for the Twitch streaming or whatever the case may be. He was also really like in circles with TikTokers and influencers. So he's very much had that, oh, you were raised by the internet energy. That kind of immature comedy, shock value. I would say a step below, a couple, you know what? Laughing at farts is sophisticated. I said it. It's like 5 steps below that.
Okay.
The next day, right? So he announces world tour tickets. Day after that, April 26th of 2025, I fibbed. April 24th, the world tickets went for sale. April 25th, he released his debut album, Withered. The theme of this album was funeral, death, right? So from my understanding, at all of the venues, people were invited to sign a guest book and to take a rose and to like actually, there was a casket where they were mourning something. He was selling bloody t-shirts, the music video. So I watched all of the music videos.
This is genius.
It is.
Like when you really, I don't know what happened. Like I do
Right.
know a little bit because of what we've talked about, especially with the song. He's a 20 to 25-year-old kid who got famous on the internet trying to play video games and made music and then blew up and turned all of it into art.
Yes.
And regardless of the fact of what he did, like real shit, this is genius.
People might get mad at me for this. If he didn't do what he did, real shit, I think that he may be a savant level when it comes to understanding art and music and moving emotion and those kinds of
And
things.
marketing.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
The giving away roses and signing the guest book and I mean all of that. That is like next level marketing. That's fucking genius.
He's wasted talent.
Yeah.
It sucks.
And at that age, if he did it all without like a team behind him,
Yeah.
that's insane. Insane.
Yeah. So like he's blowing up. He's doing the fucking thing. Has the world at his fingertips. April 24th, world tickets go up for sale. April 25th, album drops, right? We're going to fast forward August 5th, a couple months later. He has begun his Withered tour in California. So now he is on the road doing the thing, hosting shows, signing autographs, living the life that he's built himself up for. He's on fucking stages now. 1 month later, on September 5th, a Tesla was towed near his home in California. 3 days later, on September 8th, a decomposed, dismembered body was found in the front trunk of that Tesla registered to him. That was the first I had ever heard of David. Didn't know who he was, had no idea of his music, none of it. Because I followed true crime, it was, I want to say it was Long Crime, was the first one that popped up on my feed. And that was the caption. Dismembered body found in front trunk of Tesla. Blew me away. I was like, what do you mean? Right? I'm going to put this down because I can do this part from memory. So now let's backtrack a little bit. It was towed from near his house in Hollywood. For months, a family had recognized that there was a foul-smelling odor near their home. They didn't think anything of it because they had just recently buried a family pet. It's midsummer, getting into fall, hot as shit outside. Maybe they didn't bury it deep enough, whatever the case may be. Car gets towed, smell disappears. Didn't think anything of it either. It's getting cooler outside a little bit. I think they did bury it a little bit deeper. A couple of factors like, all right, we solved the problem. There was awareness of this prior towards it coming to the eye, right? So after they had found her body, the amount of decomposition that had taken place, for example, her left eyeball had liquefied.
Wow.
So there was speculation that he had the eyeball or he was keeping it as a keepsake or whatever the case may be. Very deep decomposition happening, very late stage bugs is the only word coming to my mind. The insects that feed on the decomposition. I want to say it was her torso, both legs, both arms, and her head were in the trunk. And if the head wasn't in the trunk, it was found in the home. 2 of her fingers are missing. The 2 fingers are identifiable because they have tattoos on them. One of them has his name tattooed on it, and the other one has the shh tattooed like a whisper. And that's matching tattoos that the 2 of them have together. And this is something that's been documented. So who is Celeste? Who is the body? The body is Celeste, a 14-year-old girl. She's a minor. Where do I want to go with this?
While you think about that, I would like to chime in on something.
Okay.
Hollywood is Los Angeles, right?
Yeah.
So you're looking at like 3 to 4 hours to Vegas from LA. There's a whole lot of desert in between.
Yeah.
this kid being a genius the way that he was, did he think that he was just not going to get caught for this? There's so many ways to get rid of a body in a desert. Fire, lye, salt, fucking acid, burying it, setting the car on fire. There are a whole lot of things that could have been done to make sure that he never got caught for this.
Yeah.
I wonder where the stop went. I wonder if he got so famous that he thought he was untouchable, or he forgot it was there. Like, real shit, if that had been me, I wouldn't have gotten caught.
Hypothetical reasons.
I'm just not an idiot.
Right. No, so there's a lot of that speculation. Did he think that he got so famous that he's untouchable, that nobody would say anything, that nothing would be discovered, that he would be able to cover his tracks good enough? There's speculation that this was not a premeditated thing. Well, we'll get into that. I don't want to disclose that just yet. There's a lot of speculation on why this is, because everyone is saying, Nancy Grace, former prosecutors, people who are not working on the case, who are practicing law, are all saying he is absolutely stupid for the way he has conducted himself through this.
Right.
There was no planning. There was no covering his tracks. So we just have to piece together why until the trial happens.
What does a 25-year-old have in common with a 14-year-old? Real shit, like at 14 years old, like our kids are getting close to teenage years. They're not there yet, but they're fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Teenagers are stupid. Like the shit that 12, 13, 14-year-old kids do and say as an adult annoys the fuck out of me.
Yes. That's how he acted, though.
I mean, it makes sense. He's a TikToker.
Right.
TikTokers annoy the fuck out of me.
Yes. How did this man get involved with a minor, a 14-year-old? So this started back when he was still a streamer. So going all the way back to 2022.
When she was fucking 11?
11 years old. That is the first documentation of their interactions. He was 17 years old. So he's 21 now. I was 4 years off. He's 21 years old now.
Okay, so, I mean, that makes it a little bit better for me. Real shit, like it's still fucked up and very disgusting, but like that 6-year difference versus a fucking 10-year difference it makes sense in terms of brain development from 20 to 25. Okay.
There's massive development between 20 and 25,
right.
Yeah.
So that
does not excuse him.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that makes a little bit more sense.
Yes.
Right.
I agree. By November of 2023, so he meets her, she turns 12. Next year, by November 2023, she's 13 years old. This is the first documentation of the sexual abuse that begins. So they begin having a sexual relationship. He starts raping her. I can't say a sexual relationship. There has been grooming up until that point. Are you okay?
I have to look to see what this dude looks like.
Oh, he's 5'5" and 120 pounds. So they begin this relationship. And there is a lot, so there's a Discord involved in this. David had a Discord. I think it's been completely wiped now. So all of this is screenshots, people releasing things after the fact. They were both active in Discord. There is not proof of Celeste being tied to any of the Discords, but there is belief that there is a deleted Discord user that could have been her because of the interactions and the way that she conducted herself in there.
Or it could have just been another woman.
It could have just been another random woman.
Yeah, speculation.
Yeah, it's speculation. But there is documented messages between them. She was active on live streams with him on TikToks, doing like cook with me's and all these kinds of things.
Like was with him physically?
Yes.
Or okay. So so he wasn't hiding the fact that he was fucking a minor.
He never outright said it, but he wasn't hiding the fact that he was hanging out with a 13, 14-year-old, correct?
Right.
Having a minor in his household doing these kinds of things.
That's like relationship shit.
Yes.
Like cook with me's and spend time with us. Like that's relationship behavior.
Yes. February 17th of 2024, this is, I believe, the first reported police case of Celeste being missing from her family. They don't know where she is. And there was now children who have gone to school with her, who are friends with her, are talking about, like, she would talk about this David and she would go and hang out with this David. And like, I would know that she would run away with a David, but they had no idea that it was
this guy. They
thought it was maybe an older guy from like high school or a kid who went to a different middle school, those kinds of things. But nobody knew where she was going. So this is the first police report. They went through her phone records, found his phone number, reached out to him, claimed that he didn't know that she was a minor. She wasn't in the house. Don't know any of this. I believe this is also the time they were asking, like, do you know her? Do you know what she looks like? And he was able to produce a yearbook photo of her, which is weird.
Because they wouldn't have gone to school together at that age gap.
Right.
Someone in the chat said, which is wild. How do you not know what your kid at 14 years old is doing? It's not hard to not know what your kid at 14 years old is doing.
Especially in this day and age.
Right. I was doing all kinds of shit, 10, 11, 12, 15, all the way up, yes, like probably right around the age of 11.
Yeah.
I was doing all kinds of shit that my parents had no idea about, but I was also getting arrested left and right and doing a lot of foul shit.
So real shit. I understand that there is already a lot of heat on the parents right now. They're catching a lot of shit. As a mother, I can only do so much to control my 14-year-old.
Right.
Right. So we are going to get into the aspects of what, like, to the extent of what David was doing to get in contact with this child. There was nothing I could have done. Like, if I was in that situation, there's nothing I could have done to stop this from happening because other people have free will.
Right.
Right.
There's nothing that you could do, period. You can't lock your kid into a room with a padlock.
Right.
It's imprisonment. You can go to jail for that. It's child abuse. Mm-hmm. Removing all digital content from the house and just giving them a bed in their bedroom is fine until they leave the house.
Right. And then they disappear for weeks on end.
Right.
And all you can do is call the cops because you don't know where they're at.
Right.
Right. There is a threshold from I'm the parent and you're the child and you're going to listen to me to I'm the parent, you're my child, and all I can do is guide you.
Right.
So he claimed that he also didn't know that she was missing. Didn't know she was a minor, didn't know she was missing. 2 days after this interaction, she returns back home. Doesn't say where she was. Parents don't know, whatever the case may be. She's just back at the house.
You think parents are just happy to have her home at that point?
Right.
Do you think there was questions? You think she got grounded? Like,
yeah, and she probably lied.
right.
Right.
You can't really ground a child at that age.
Right.
When you really think about it, you're grounded. I'm going to leave. You can't really stop them. You can physically restrain them.
Right.
But eventually they got to go to school.
Yeah.
Eventually you've got to go to work.
Eventually you're going to be 18.
Right.
And then what kind of relationship are you going to have beyond that?
Right. This is one of those conversations that really needs to be had. These people shunning the parents, like, what could they have done?
Right.
Tell me what they could have done differently or what they could have done, period, to have stopped this.
Right.
At 14 years old, that little girl would have done whatever the fuck she wanted to do, and there's nothing anyone could have done about it aside from locking her ass up.
Right.
People are saying it depends on the involvement of her parents. It doesn't. You could be a fully involved parent.
Yeah.
At some point, your kid's going to realize there's nothing you can do to them.
Right.
And when that happens, you lose all control.
Right.
At that point, the only thing that keeps your child in line is their character, your relationship, and how well you raised them up until that point.
Right.
And even that last one doesn't really matter when there's outside influences that are pushing that. Come on, let's go do something. Come on,
Right.
sneak out. Fuck them. Let's go.
Let's go get a dopamine hit.
Peer pressure.
Right.
Yeah, that shit's real.
From my observations and the deep diving that I have done, her parents were active. They were trying to do the right thing and curb her from this. They were taking technology away. They were limiting her access to things. They were monitoring to school, home. Like, there's only so much that you can do.
Real shit. I'm not blaming. I'm not saying that the little girl was in the right for doing what she's
Right.
doing. And I'm not taking the parents off the hook. I'm just,
Perspective.
these are very important statements and
Yes.
questions that need to be asked. The situation sucks.
Yeah. So she returned home, and I believe this is the point where she lost her technology, right? She no longer has access to social media, the Discord, any of David's streams, whatever the case may be. This is after February 2024. We don't have an exact day. Prosecutors are alleging, and students have come forward and claimed this, that David Burke paid a student at Celeste School $1,000 to give her a phone that he has control of so that they can stay in contact. What are you going to do as a parent?
Nothing.
You won't even know about it.
Even if you left the phone with her and you tried to monitor it, you can have conversations through Spotify.
Right.
You can download Words with Friends.
Yeah.
And you can have conversations through Words with Friends. There are so many options for people to talk to you digitally. That's why we did that episode about cheating apps, so that you guys have an idea of how fucking, like, if somebody wants to do some shit, there's nothing you can do about it.
Right. So
This is stressing me out.
I'm so sorry.
I'm here for it. This is
Yeah.
going to make good content. I think this is going to be a great episode.
Yeah. I'm worried about this.
This is just, it's upsetting me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So David has successfully got her this phone. This kid now has $1,000, right?
That kid ain't saying shit.
That kid ain't saying shit, right? Especially if he knows who David is. I just did a favor for a famous person.
Well, that will get around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about that aspect. The money aspect, no, I wouldn't say shit. For $1,000 at 14 years old, I ain't saying shit to nobody.
Yeah.
Famous person on either hand changes everything because there's
Right.
clout now.
Right. She now has this phone. There are more reported cases of her missing. She's disappearing for stints on end. And now it has come to light that she was traveling with David. So she was going to places like Las Vegas. She was going out of the country. She was in London, and there's photograph evidence of this. She was in Texas. She was staying at his Hollywood Hills home. And this was during the times that she was reported missing throughout the year of 2024. This is where the parents are getting a lot of heat, right? Because how is your child traveling out of the country without a passport? If she didn't already have a passport and run away with it in her bag, her parents would have to procure that for her. I don't believe that there's any money that a non-guardian or non-parent can have to have an American passport unless he gets one forged.
Right. Well, I mean, so I don't know. I've never tried to get a passport for a child, but it's not hard to have somebody show up with an ID and fill out a notary form saying that they're a parent.
No, that's true.
Right. Where people try to do that shit at the tattoo shop all the time.
Yeah.
There's ways around that shit. And for somebody who's got money, there's always somebody to bribe.
Yeah, that's true.
You said she was 14 when she died?
14 years old when she died. So this is 13 years old. She's traveling, leaving the country.
Okay.
They're doing these relationship type things. So it was reported that her family, Celeste's family, last saw her in person in April of 2024. So he got her the phone, and this information is still pretty limited. So after April, in November of 2024, this is allegedly when Celeste and David broke up, but they are continuing to have sexual relations. So he's using her. I'm going to put this out here now just so I don't forget about it. There are voice messages now of Celeste's voice going around, and it's voice messages to David saying, I am so sorry. I have been so stupid. Like you can hear her getting emotional. This is a 14-year-old, 13-year-old child crying to a young adult man about, I've been so stupid and I can't believe that I've messed up our adult relationship.
Yeah, it's insane.
He used those sound bits in songs.
No.
So during this breakup, she's sending these voice messages.
Yeah, how did he put that in his music and nobody thought anything of it?
That's also being widely talked about right now. Like, how did this not get stopped? How did nobody question, like, is this girl getting paid? Where is this coming from? I also don't know if he's an independent producer creating his own music. I don't know if he has anybody to answer to.
Right. Well, I mean, if he started on SoundCloud and he was able to create all of this on his own, why would he hire somebody to do that shit? Especially doing things like that. Like, somebody would question that. Like, where did you get the sound clip for this?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it'd be very easy for him to be like, I found it online.
Yeah.
Or I paid somebody to record it.
In between November and April 22nd of 2024, they are broken up, but they're continuing to have intercourse. And there is a video, or it's a sound, an audio of Celeste asking, like, or saying, like, I don't want to just have sex anymore. Like, I want more than that for me. I want you to hold my hand. And you can hear David laughing at her. She's bidding for, like, genuine human connection. And a 13-year-old doesn't understand what she's fucking asking for. She just knows that what is happening right now is making her feel used, right? And this 19, 20-year-old is laughing at her. So April 2022. So this is something that the prosecutors are saying, is that Celeste is threatening over text message to expose David, their relationship, that he was promising that they were going to be together, that they were going to be a family, all of these kinds of things. And then April 23rd of 2025 is the alleged death date. So the 22nd, she threatens to release all of these things. The 23rd is the alleged death date. April 24th is when the tour tickets went on sale. So there's speculation that he killed her because she threatened 2 days before his national debut into selling all of these tickets, and 3 days before his debut album's being released, she's threatening his whole world.
That's probably why she got left in the car.
Yeah.
You know, if they end up convicting him for this, he's going to have a very hard time in prison.
Yes, he is. And I love every moment of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You go to jail, the day you go in, you go get your bunk, right? You go to your pod. They give you your sleeping arrangements, tell you where you got to go. And when you get in there, the moment you set your shit down, somebody's in there, whether it's your cellmate or somebody else in the pod, and they say, let me see your papers.
Yep.
And you don't get to be like, oh, I lost my papers. There's no conversation. You show your papers or it's on site. They beat the fuck out of you because there's only one reason why you're trying to hide what you're in there for. And when the moment you show those papers, it's game over for people that mess with children. And if they only charge him with murder, it's going to be a different situation than it will be if they charge him with the abuse aspect of things.
It gets worse.
Okay.
Yep. There's no way that he's not getting raped every single night in jail.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
They're going to be on rotation.
The American prison system does more to stop pedophiles than the court system does.
So, going back to April 23rd, this is the alleged death date. There is documentation through like a rideshare app like Uber. I can't remember which one it is, Lyft, one of those things. He ordered a rideshare to pick her up and bring her to his house. So there's documentation that it arrived. She got there. She got out of the car. Person ended the thing, got another ride, and went off. 30 minutes after that, he started sending text messages to her saying, hey, where are you at? Your car never showed up. Are you okay? Trying to create a story of, oh, well, she wasn't here. They say that her cellular activity stopped that day, and that's why they believe that that is when it happened.
Yeah.
24th and the 25th, he reaches out to her a couple of more times. April 26th, he never reaches out to her again. There's no further trying to bridge communication. May 1st, there is documentation through Amazon that he ordered 2 chainsaws. May 5th, he ordered a body bag, heavy-duty laundry bags, an inflatable pool, all of this under the name Victoria Mendez. I want to say, I'm unclear with my notes here. I want to say it was May 5th, so it was 12 days later after her believed death date that she was dismembered. Emmy came out and said it's 12 days after.
So she sat in that car or wherever in his house for 12 days.
Yep.
That's a long time. Body decomposes pretty quick.
Yes, it does.
You know, he'd had to keep her in a very cold part of his house, like AC cranked.
So there is camera and video footage of David driving on a service road 154. This is in Santa Barbara County in California. Off of that road, Celeste's belongings were found. I believe it was her passport, a couple of other of her things.
Her real passport?
I believe so. I don't know.
So she had a passport.
It was some sort of identification.
Okay.
Yeah. I do believe it was her passport. So yes, she did have one. They were found by, I want to say it was men out there picking up garbage. Something like that. They came across her belongings, called it in. They pulled the footage. They were able to see that he drove out there in that direction trying to dispose of her things. So May 5th, they believe, is when he dismembered the body. July 7th, he ordered a burn cage. This is something that people order to burn things, burn debris, burn it to ash, whatever. Right. People believe that he ordered that to try and cremate the body, cremate her body. I can't say the body. That doesn't feel right. He tried to cremate her.
Right.
And I believe because of what he ordered, we don't know the exact thing that he ordered, but there's speculation because of the things that you can order online that he did not have the proper hookups to his house, or what he ordered did not get to the correct temperature to be able to cremate the body. It would just burn it.
Yeah, it's got to be at a very high temperature.
Yep. So he abandoned that plan. July 29th, there is surveillance footage showing someone, people are believing that it is David, being the last person to drive the Tesla, parking it in the spot where it would be eventually towed from.
He went on tour after this.
He did. August 5th is when he began his tour. So in between all of this, right? So before he went on tour, in between April 23rd and the last time he's seen driving that Tesla, allegedly driving that Tesla, he is doing live streams. He's doing podcasts. He's doing TikTok lives. He's doing interviews about the tour. Like he's busy. He is packed with things. And there are live streams and videos of him being manic, jumping around, very disoriented, not acting like himself. I can't say he wasn't acting like himself. I did not ingest his content, but the people who did are like, all right, what the fuck's going on? There is also...
Okay, that's a really fucking good point.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second. Parasocial relationships are real as fuck.
Yep.
The amount of people who meet us and go, oh my God, you guys are just like, you're really you. Like what you guys put on the internet and the way that you are in real life, this is really how you are. They have an idea of who we are. They believe that they know us and that like we know them, and they expect things to just be a certain way. And like there have been people that have just walked up and tried to touch us, and like there's been not like threats to us, but there has definitely been weird interactions from people who like, we don't know you guys. But it would be very easy for one of us to not be right, and our fan base to be like, what the fuck's going on over there? Right?
Yep.
There's a whole lot that goes into that, and that's a very, very real thing.
Yeah.
Especially for people who are diehard fans. You think for a second that if you had a bad day, Jenny wouldn't be in your text messages?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And granted, that's a real relationship. It's not parasocial, but same thing. Dana should be like, bitch, what the fuck? Yeah. Yep. I get it. I get it. When I'm having a slightly off morning, Billy and Jay text me almost immediately. There are people out there that know you, and they can pick up that shit on camera. And the people who are fans that religiously watch the content have it like that. They just don't have the other side feeding into it. Yep.
Yep. So I see people in the chat asking, and for those of you who don't know, we're recording this live in front of our Patreon right now. This has not gone to court yet. It's been pushed back for a couple of reasons. Has to do with the defense, has to do with prosecution, this and that. He has put in a plea. I think he has pled not guilty.
Yeah. That happens the day you, like, as soon as you go to court.
There are going to be multiple witnesses. I will talk about this maybe after the case is over. Maybe I'll talk about it right before and give you my thoughts on the case and what's going on, because there will be new evidence coming in and whatnot. The prosecution's pushing for the death penalty, but California has not put someone to death in two decades, 20 years.
California won't. California's got one of the leanest criminal things in the entire United States. It's why their crime is so bad. It's why you can't go into certain stores in certain parts of the state and buy things. It's why places like Walgreens is abandoning the fucking state of California.
Crazy.
Yeah.
In this time, there is also a video of David singing, I want to say Romantic Homicide, and he is breaking down while singing it. I want to say this was a couple of days after the alleged death day. And this is one of those videos that, oh my gosh, do I get to say netizens?
What is that word?
I don't know, like online investigators.
Okay.
I keep hearing other true crime people say it.
I could see that would be a thing.
Yeah.
Netizens, like citizens. In the mycology world, we call them citizen scientists.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yep. They're speculating that is him not being able to emotionally regulate himself because of how intense everything has been, and he can't slow his life down because he's literally leaving for tour in a month.
Yeah. He at 21 years old, he's still a child.
Yes.
Like there's a whole lot of brain development that's still trying to figure out the world.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
So, Withered tour starts on August 5th. Tesla's towed on September 5th. So he's on tour for 1 month when that happens. September 16th, the medical examiner identified the remains as Celeste Rivera's Hernandez. He is still on tour after the body is found in a car that's linked to his name. He hasn't canceled his tour yet.
Means they hadn't arrested him yet.
Right.
He probably had no idea the car was even towed.
Right. September 17th, LAPD are searching his home. In the garage, they found evidence consistent with dismemberment in the inflatable pool that was ordered under the fictitious name from the Amazon account.
So he tried to chop her body up in a swimming pool in his garage.
Yes. The ME did confirm that there was plastic blue material located on the body in certain places. So that lines up also with what was discovered and what was ordered. After this, on September 19th, it's official that the Withered tour is canceled. So almost 2 months after a little over 2 months after it started, there is a lot of upset going on right now because David hasn't been arrested yet. He's canceled his tour, but he's back at home.
Well, they have arrested him. If he's been charged and he's
arrested now.
Oh, okay.
Right.
You mean at that point?
At this point,
Okay.
he canceled the tour. He's back in America.
Yeah.
But he hasn't been arrested.
Just because they didn't have enough evidence to charge him.
Right.
They didn't have a body yet, right? At that point.
No, they have the body at this point.
And it was in his car.
It's in his car. Right. But he hasn't been arrested yet.
So for those of you who don't know, the police department will never make an arrest until they believe that there is enough evidence to convict.
Yes.
And the reason for that is because if you go to trial, like if you plead not guilty and you waive your right to a speedy trial, because they'll ask you that, do you waive your right to a speedy trial? If they waive it, then they have all the time in the world for the public defenders or the state's attorney's office to put together a case. Mm-hmm. If you don't waive it, they have to try you within, I think it's 90 days.
Yeah.
It might have changed. It was 90 days, which means they have 3 months to get everything together that they have to get to present a case, find the jury, and then take you to court, which means your lawyer also has to work really fucking hard. So most public defenders will tell you to waive your right to a speedy trial, which gives them time. So because of that, they don't make arrests until they have enough evidence or believe they have enough evidence to convict.
Yeah.
So
which is smart.
It's necessary, but
Right.
it's also very dangerous.
It can be.
Yeah.
So
I have to look that up. It might be 60 days.
okay. November 2025, this is when the first of 3 investigative grand juries are reviewing the case. ABC has reported that Burke was considered a suspect on November 18th. On December 9th, Celeste's death was ruled a homicide. And then January 17th, so can't do math right now. January 17th.
30 days.
30 days.
Within
wow.
30 days of the arrest date. So if they arrested him on a Friday and he didn't see a judge until Monday, or if it was a holiday and they didn't get him until Tuesday, there's 4 days of that 30 that's gone already.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why they do that.
So January 17th is when Celeste's passport is found near that service road 154 in Santa Barbara. February 2026, a third grand jury has reviewed the case. And then April 16th is when David is officially arrested on suspicion of the homicide of Celeste.
You know why they do grand juries?
Tell me.
They also do grand juries to find out if there's enough evidence to convict.
Yep.
A third grand jury, which means the first one, they didn't have enough evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Second one, they didn't have enough evidence, which is why they weren't arresting him.
Yeah.
That third grand jury trial said, okay, we got enough. Let's
Yeah.
arrest him. Yep.
Yep. So he was arrested on suspicion of murder and he was held without bail. So her body was discovered September 5th.
Is he still in jail?
He is still in jail.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. Her body was discovered September 5th. So from September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 7 months later, he's arrested.
Oh, so he just got arrested.
He just got arrested. Like this is just happening. Yeah. April 20th, he was formally charged with murder, continuous sexual abuse of a minor, and unlawful mutilation of human remains. He pleaded not guilty. His lawyers are saying that, yes, the body was in his car, and yes, you are finding these things, but none of this proves that he murdered her.
Right.
That's his case.
Well, and that's just it. They have to prove that he did it beyond a reasonable doubt. It takes
Right.
one juror to go, I don't think he did it.
Yeah.
But that's just on the murder charge.
Right.
All the sexual abuse and the mutilation would tie into the murder charge. But depending on the state, like in Florida, there's no accessory to a crime. So
Yeah.
like in Florida, if I was driving you somewhere and you robbed somebody and I was driving the car, they used to be able to charge you as an accessory, and they would be like, you can either take this deal or be charged in an accessory.
Mm-hmm.
Now they charge you with the crime because you were part of the getaway.
Right.
Right. So like there's a whole lot that goes into that too. So Yeah, I don't know. This dude's fucked.
Yeah. That's the most current thing. He's pled not guilty. We are waiting for all of this to go to trial now. We're waiting for things to move forward. Now, this is all of the extra details of things, right? The things that have come out since his arrest. There is massive speculation that the people in his life knew about this. For a fact, his brother knew that he was in a relationship with a minor. His parents knew that he was in a relationship with a minor. She was seen backstage with all of them. There's photos of them together with him on doing whatever he's doing in London and in Texas.
And they all knew she was 14.
They all knew she was a minor. They're denying it. They're denying that they ever knew anything, right?
If they had fake IDs, it's nothing for a 14-year-old to say I'm 18 years old.
Yeah.
A fake ID is not hard to
true.
get. So, I mean, that leads into a whole other discussion. Whether people knew or not is irrelevant because he was doing what he was doing.
Yeah.
But it happens all the time. You get kids that get fake IDs and go to clubs, and then dudes meet them, take them home, and sleep with them, and they get charged with sexual assault. So, like, that's a whole ass thing. And real shit, like, I'm almost positive that there's been clubs that have been sued.
Yeah.
Because people have been charged with that shit over a woman that they met in an adult club who got in that shouldn't have fucking been there. Like,
yeah,
that's a very big thing. It happens all over the place. And like 18 to 21 is a weird age because somebody that would have been like in the books for you a day ago before your 18th birthday is now completely off the table. Like, 17, 18, that's enough for you to be charged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that. Like I said, there's videos of them circulating. There's a video of her and David there. This is a very famous clip right now. Where they're talking to the live stream, they're interacting with the chat, and it's something along the lines of something being illegal. And she goes, "Oh, what? Raping kids is illegal now?"
She said that?
She said that. And then he goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, delete everything, delete it all. Oh my God." Like, it becomes this whole massive thing.
Was he joking or was he serious?
Oh, he was very serious.
Okay.
Like, delete it all. Like, I can't believe you just said that. Like, he was trying to play it off, but you could tell, like, I can't believe she just fucking said that. Let's see. There are videos circulating now of, right, because they're all TikTokers. They're all influencers. Everything was fucking recorded. There were videos of multiple people in his house going, "Oh my God, like, it smells so bad in here." And there's jokes of, "Oh yeah, I just took a shit," and all these other kinds of things. There was 12 days before he dismembered that body. That body was held somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a video of two girls going to use a restroom in a different room. And he goes, "Where are they going?" And someone's like, "They're going to go use the bathroom." And you can see him panic. He's like, "There's a bathroom right here. What are they doing? Like, why are they going in there?" And they come back out and they're like, "It fucking stinks in there." And he was like, "Yeah, like, I took a dump in there and it was just a couple of hours ago," and like blaming it on all these other kinds of things. Other girls are joking about taking a shit in there. There's a video circulating where there's speculation on what's being said because the people who are speaking are in the background. They're not on video. It's just you hear their voices. And you can hear them talking about someone being murdered. And I think there's something along the lines of like, you both did it or there's someone else involved in it. His music videos. I watched all of his music videos. In almost every single music video, there is a Celeste lookalike. Someone who is of age to be in the music video to act these things out with him. There is a unreleased song called Celeste where he is talking about dismembering a girl and killing her and how could you have hurt me like this and all of the other kinds of things. And he's singing about being obsessed with a girl named Celeste.
How if it's not been released, how do people know about this?
Because I think it was like released to a certain amount of like, you guys are my VIP followers or whatever. And they got a snippet of it. And that's what's circulating.
Absolutely insane to me.
Yeah. 40 terabytes of child pornography was found.
What?
Of Celeste. Oh. That is 13,000 full-length movies.
To give you an idea of how big of a file like a 40 terabytes is, I have a 40 terabyte drive that I use for podcast stuff. And I still have I have all 4 seasons of our podcast on it, all of my personal shit on it, all of like tattoo shop shit on it. Like it's become my redundant backup drive and it's not even a quarter of the way used. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of fucking space. Jeez.
That's part of the child sexual assault charge.
Well, he's guilty of that regardless. He owns the drive. So
Right.
at the very least, he's going to prison for child
He's in
sex.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't deny that.
I feel really bad for her parents. I couldn't imagine finding any of this out, period. I couldn't imagine finding this out with the rest of the world.
And this is why the relationship that you have with your children matters so much.
Yes, it does.
Because if you had a good relationship with your child, this wouldn't have come to this. Like at somewhere along the lines, the conversation would have been had
Right.
of meeting a guy online and like the dating aspect, and like these would have done the thing.
So here's a snippet from the romantic Homicide song that he wrote. Came out in 2022. I'm scared. It feels like you don't care. Enlighten me, my dear. Why are you still here? I don't mean to be complacent with the decisions you made, but why? In the back of my mind, you died, and I didn't even cry. No, not a single tear, and I'm sick of waiting patiently for someone that won't even arrive. In the back of my mind, I killed you, and I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true. I hate you. So that was written and produced the year that he met Celeste, when she was 11 years old. We don't know if that's a precursor. We don't know if that's a premeditated. We don't know if that's a song that he wrote and he chose Celeste and groomed her to be the object of his anime manga for him to live out in real life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Somebody in the chat said not and the world talking about it on the internet over and over would be hard, talking about the parents.
Yeah.
You got to think too, the amount of news and press and people that are there and fans that have probably attacked the parents, because there's those diehards that are never going to see what they did as a wrong thing. There's going to be people that think that this is sexy, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of fucked up people out there. This is not something that's going to ever go away for these people.
No. And his songs are still playing in
On the radio.
airports, on the radio. I feel bad for anybody who used this as their first dance at their wedding.
Oh my God. Right?
His song was written about a 14-year-old girl that he was raping and murdered. Here's a snippet from the song Celeste. Oh, Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed. Oh, Celeste, afraid you only love me when I'm undressed, but you look so damn gorgeous in that dress. Missing you so much makes me depressed, but I digress because I love you so, so much.
It's not even good lyrics.
It's not. No, that one wasn't. There was another song.
Somebody in chat said, why would one person need two chainsaws? Which means someone had to have helped and known.
Yes. Yep. And that's another
Didn't think about that.
conversation. There was another man arrested in ties to this case. I want to say he went by Asian.
So is this one of those things where this dude is fucking loaded at 21, 25 years old or however old he is with everything he's got going on, that he's got money and he's got a flunky that's living off of his charity and is just fucking doing everything he can to keep that free ride?
Probably, maybe. So One More Dance is a video, one of the music videos where he's wearing, it's the Withered album where he's wearing a white button-up t-shirt with blood splattered all over it that he was selling at his tours. It's a music video about a couple with another Celeste lookalike killing him, dragging him to a car and putting him in a trunk.
Killing him?
Yes. And it's this whole Bonnie and Clyde, ride or die music video.
That's crazy. It's definitely not Bonnie or Clyde.
Absolutely not.
Is that the end of our episode?
That is the end of our episode until he goes to the trial happens.
Yeah. Guys, for those of you who are in the chat, what did you guys think about this? Is this something you guys want to see more of? This is not something I ever thought I'd be sitting here doing a conversation like this.
Yeah. I got a lot of thoughts on Mackenzie Shirilla.
I don't know who that is.
I want to say it was a year or two ago. In case this piques anybody interest, and it might pique your interest. There was a car crash that happened. There was surveillance video footage of a car, and this is documented in the black box of the car. It was going over 100 miles an hour.
There's a black box in cars?
Yeah. Now, because of the computer chips in them.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And there was no attempt to brake. She rammed her car into a brick building going over 100 miles an hour, successfully killing her boyfriend and their friend in the back seat.
Did she survive?
She survived. And now there is evidence that she did it intentionally. And that's one of those manic moments where she didn't care if she lived or died, but she fucking lived, and now she's got to face the music.
It would have been double murder, suicide. Now it's double murder, and she's alive.
Yeah.
She was the only one with a seatbelt on.
Yep.
They're really wanting more of this. Yes, more, especially if we can get back to peaceful energy afterwards. We should read a thank you email.
I don't want to do that. After
No?
that. No.
Okay.
We can do some deep breaths, or
You want
we
to
can do a shimmy shake and shower golden soul energy onto ourselves.
I mean, I don't need that.
I don't need it either.
Okay.
I'm pretty fucking desensitized. I had access to the internet at a very young age.
Right. It's just a crazy thing to think about, man.
Yeah.
Jesse, the guy's name was David, D4VD.
Yeah. Legal name, David Burke. He was also homeschooled, and people are trying to say that him being homeschooled is why he did this.
Has nothing to do with it. The kid was a savant. He's fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's what it came down to. He'd have been weird whether he was in school. The
Right.
only difference is being homeschooled, those weird kids don't get picked on as much, and they're less likely to shoot a school up.
Right. I'm about to say it would have gone out another way.
Right.
Like this is one of those things where I believe people who are going to kill are destined to kill. Either it be like this, homeschooled, or shooting up a school or a movie theater. Once people choose that negative force, that negative energy, and dedicate themselves to my life is fucking bad and it's fucking bad because of everybody else, like I don't even know if extreme help can help people at that point.
Yeah. There's also a whole lot to be said here about emotional dysfunction, like not being able to regulate.
Yeah.
Whether there's never been situations for him to being put in a situation to regulate. There's also like, autistic meltdowns. And like if he is a savant, that means he's probably on the spectrum somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that that's right or wrong, or that people who have, just spit on myself, people who have autism are murderers. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it's a lot harder for somebody that's neurodivergent to maintain their composure. Violent outbursts become a thing, especially when they fantasize over hurting people. And manga is definitely one of those things. Anime is super fucking violent.
Yes. Yeah, it can be.
Yeah. Peach, I don't know if you'd be interested, but there's an astrologer who did a bit of a dive on his natal chart. I could send it if you'd like.
Yes.
They are our opposite polarity for every
Yeah, light. There's a dark.
There's a dark. Yep.
Yep.
I had a whole ass thought about that while doing cardio the other morning, about holding life in my hand and holding death in my hand, because I've experienced both in my life. Yep. And I don't think that it's good or bad. It just is, right? You can't have life without death. You can't have black without white. It doesn't work that way. Yep. Went down a real big rabbit hole. I was going to come home and make a video about it, but it would have been very, I think people would have made me look heartless.
Yeah.
And I wasn't trying to do that, because it wasn't about being heartless. It was about having a deeper level of understanding of the creator, because the creator doesn't have polarity.
Yeah.
Right. It just is. So all the things that it's created for us to experience has had to have a balance, because if you didn't have pain, you wouldn't understand, feel good. Right.
The world is fucked up.
Yeah.
And the world is absolutely amazing and beautiful.
Well, if it wasn't fucked up, that beauty wouldn't be beautiful.
Right.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That polarity has to be there for there to be contrast.
Right. We went to an ayahuasca ceremony. Before I say what I say, we went to an ayahuasca ceremony, and one of the guardians hit me with, "Thank you for going through all of the terrible things you went through so I could experience the good in my life." Because that's the polarity of the human experience.
Yeah.
For every great experience that I have, every kissing you on the beach, and every time that I cuddle with my kids, there's somebody getting abused. That's the fact of the world. It's all happening simultaneously. We have to take the bad with the good. We have to acknowledge both of them. And for every victim out there who goes through something terrible, we also have to acknowledge that there's a baby being born and there's life being brought into the world. It doesn't negate the terrible thing that these victims went through. It's fucking awful, and I hate it.
Yeah. You want to wrap up?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Okay. All right, guys, that wraps up our first ever true crime podcast.
I don't know what to call this.
I don't know if this will be something that we're going to do again. If you guys fuck with us, leave it in the comments. Let us know that you enjoyed it. This will probably not get clipped and put on TikTok, because how the fuck are we going to clip that?
Right.
I'm still going to have Carrie clip it and see, but Let us know if you guys want more of this. If you do, Peaches likes this shit. So this gives her something to do when I get to sit around and have interesting conversations with my wife. So it's never a bad time.
Thank you.
Yeah. Remember, guys, you are the author of your own life.
So grab a pen.
And we will see you on the next one.
Bye, guys.